Hey, welcome back to the Great Grot Orloff television program. It's episode 646. Today, we're going to be doing some amazing readings of some Golden Age comic books. So make sure you tune in. All right. All right. Goodbye. All right. Well, let's see. Comments. We're going to be reading some Golden Age comics today because why not? Everyone else is doing it. It's the new cool fad to read comic books online. And if you want to join in on this amazing game, I'll put the link in the shit in the chat. Link is there. But anyway, I'm on a place called, I think it's called comicweb.com. I guess there's other ones. I don't know what the best ones are. But let's see about reading this comic book. Let's give it a full screen. All right. So, this is America's beloved radio pixie, Sparky. Sparky meets King Midas in Golden Garden. Oh, look at this guy. This is Big John and Sparky issue 2 from 1952. Thank you, boys and girls. It made us real happy to hear how much you liked the stories and puzzles and riddles in our new Sparky comic book. We never dreamed we were reaching so many boys and girls. We were delighted to receive all those good ideas and suggestions too. We'll try some of them out in each new Sparky comic book. We agree with Tom Milton of Kansas City that our comic book is a good way to bring Sparky fans together and to make new friends too. One of the letters from Janet Alden in Boston told about how she bought 3 Sparky comic books to pass around to kids who hadn't seen the first comic book. Anyway, all went well until, let Janet tell you in her own words.
And so, Big John, it made me very happy to lend out the Sparky comic books, but Big John, one came back all torn and full of stains. I think kids who borrow things should take good care of them. I made up a rule of the week, and I hope it will help. Here it is. What you receive as a loan, be sure to treat as your own. Thanks.
Thanks, Janet. When I look through my magic spyglass and see anyone not handling things carefully, we'll know that they haven't seen your rule. Or maybe they weren't old enough to read, or maybe they were too stupid. You know, babies rip things, but none of Sparky's friends are babies anymore. No, of course not. Sparky in Who Am I?
Hi, folks. In this story, I'm a famous character from the Bible. The brave lad who... I almost gave it away. Now you guess who am I?
Who could he be, ladies and gentlemen?
One day, while I was herding sheep in the hills of ancient Israel, a wise man came by. Golly, it's Samuel the wise man.
You know me then. Good. Your father, Jesse, told me where to find you.
Look, my 7 brothers are all at home.
Indeed they are. They've come to see me anoint your head with oil. Now I see into the future. You will be a great man.
Me?
Him great? That's a laugh. A great tadpole, that's his future. What's the matter, tadpole? Don't you like being a tadpole?
Ha ha, someday you may be famous. Sure, king of the tadpoles. Let them laugh. Someday I will be king. I will.
Peace, strangers. I see your youngest brother, the shepherd. King Saul has sent for him. King Saul? Sent for our brother? What's going to happen next?
This was my big moment. My father gave me gifts to bring to the king. I took my harp and set out for the palace. I'm here to see the king. He sent for me.
Oh, yes, be very quiet. King Saul is a very sick man.
Your Majesty, I'll play some music if you like.
Yes, yes, my boy, music. It may soothe my fever. Cat scratch fever.
The king and I became great friends. He made me his official armor bearer.
I hope my armor isn't too heavy for you.
No, sir, Your Majesty. It's light as a ton of feathers.
Your Majesty, I have sad tidings. The Philistines have attacked us. Attack? They can't. They mean war. The Philistines may outnumber us, but our soldiers have honor and courage. Am I right?
Right, Your Majesty. Look, there are 7 brothers in the army.
They make 7 splendid-looking soldiers. You should be proud.
But Big Saul, Your Majesty, I want to join them and be a soldier too.
You, a soldier? You're too small.
I'll grow big, Your Majesty. Honest, I will. I'll eat double helpings of everything.
Perhaps. Our soldiers need that food now. Take it to them, lad. Do you see what I see? It's our brother. Maybe he wants to be a warrior.
Hi, brothers. Hello there. I brought you some extra chow.
Delicious. Thanks to our brother.
Think nothing of it. How goes the war?
All is not well. The Philistines are winning. Look, here comes their tallest warrior, Goliath.
Golly, Goliath, the giant.
Let's see what happens next, ladies and gentlemen. Quake, Israelites! Quiver! My king sends me to challenge any one of you in single combat to prove that we have won the war. What cowards! No one weakling dares to fight me.
We do so have a weakling to fight you? Me.
You mock me? I asked for fair combat with one of your warriors.
I'm one against one. That's fair.
What is this? A mouse to fight a man's battle?
I'm not a mouse. I'm a man. Almost. Uh-oh, my slingshot. That gives me a fucking idea. Watch out! Sticks and stones will break your bones, Goliath.
Oh, full panel there. How about that? Oh my gosh.
And names will never hurt me.
Hooray! The
Wise man. He's right. He's a great man. Samuel was right. When I grew older, I became king of all Israel. Did you guess my name? That's right, David.
And that's a true story from the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. Little did you know that David was an elf. Let's see. Let's read this on Adventures into Darkness. If you dare, take these adventures into darkness. In this issue, Murder Mansion and Day of Reckoning.
Draw me. Try for a free art course. Draw the girl and try for a prize. Find it if you have profitable art talent at the Andrew Tate School of Art.
Wonder if anyone else is. Let's check something real quick. Michael Taylor says, hello, Gratu. All 2 viewers, we're having a fun time, all 2 of you viewers. Let's go on to the next page. Yeah. How many of us Have ever passed a boarded up brownstone mansion without wondering what may be happening inside? Was the owner of such a place really away for the winter? Or was he perhaps looking out at us through a crack in the drawn blinds? Those dusty halls once echoed to violins and laughing voices, but what kind of laughter is heard there now? Donnie Nash, blackmailer and confidence man, extraordinary, with his wife Helen, hid out in such a place to avoid a murder investigation. This is what happened to them in Murder Mansion. A few blocks away from the old Sylvester mansion, Danny Nash and his wife close out a long standing account. You rotten blackmailers. For years I've paid to save my family's good name, and now my money is gone. I'm through. What you do about it is up to you. Oh, fuck. What the fuck just happened? Oh, I can do that? What the heckin' fuck? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, technical difficulties. I'm still learning this amazing. Okay. Okay. That's just a. Okay, so we're over here then. Okay, Carson. Then you're no use to us, are you? Look at his fucking head. Did they stretch out this panel? It was like his head was stretched. Okay, Carson, then you're no use to us, are you? Stop it, Nash. You can't kill me in cold blood. Oh, can't I? That's right, Danny.
Give it to him good. I'm sorry. That's right, Danny. Give it to him good. I'm sick of his whining.
Blam. Look for this banner when you buy a comic magazine. It is your guarantee of wholesome reading from Standard Comics. Wholesome reading, indeed. Wholesome reading for a degenerate. After their hasty action, the two seek a hideout.
Where to now, Dan?
Ever heard of the Sylvester place? Nobody will ever think of us looking. Fuck. Nobody will ever think of looking for us there. It's a cinch.
No watchman on the place, is there?
I've already taken care of him. Come on, kid. Hop in. Haven't got all night.
Ugh, it's sure spooky here and here. Where's the man who lives here?
Old Sylvester's in Florida right now. Nothing to worry about until May. Well, what do you think of it, kid? This is the upstairs library. Off there is our bedroom, and that door leads to the sitting room.
It'll do. Right now, it looks like a cyclone hit it.
But Danny's attention is drawn to an open book lying on the floor. Well, what do you know? An old hand-lettered book, 500 or 600 years old if it's a day.
Okay, bright boy. So you were honor man in college. So how about wrestling us up some grub? I'm starved. With that giant head of yours, you sure could buy some Taco Bell.
Go on, laugh. I happen to know that the sale price of a book like this could keep us eating for years. Listen to this, Helen. Vocare demonom tenessad inisi est. Eek! This is a 1955 issue, by the way, of Adventures into Darkness, issue 5. Highly collectible, key issue. Let's see what's going on. Danny finds that he has called up a demon from the half-world. I am Teneshad, slave of him who calls my name. How can I serve you, good friends? Ask, and I shall bring your heart's desire.
Danny, get that thing out of here.
You know, it might work. Very well, my friend. Bring us something to eat. The best. Yeah, I think they've stretched this panel, man. That guy's head is insane looking. This is more like it. I said the best, and he brought it. For years, I served Mr. Sylvester, sir. I brought him wealth, fame, and even this house. Command me, and all these things shall be yours. That looks fucking good. We're going to have a turkey tomorrow night, by the way. We got a free turkey.
Damn, that creature is making me so nervous that I can't eat. Ask him to go.
Okay, anything you say. Tennis shot. While we finish up here, see that the bedroom is done over, fit for a king and his queen.
At once, master.
Upon order, the demon transforms the bedroom into a dream from the Arabian Nights. No complaints now, eh? Tomorrow we'll have complete new outfits, sport clothes, formals.
Gee, I must be dreaming.
Yes, indeed. What's going to happen next? Next morning, how do I look in white tie and tails, eh?
I've dreamed of clothes like this, and now that I've got my hands on them, I'll never give them up. Look at Tennis Shot now.
He's grown. He's getting to be the size of a house.
Sniff, sniff.
Tennis Shot, I don't understand this. What's more, I saw something crawl. I saw something cross the floor near your feet. What's going on here? I saw nothing, master. Nothing.
Yeah, something touched me. Oh, look.
Great Scott! What's that?
Oh, you mean these, master? These are my pets.
Oh my gosh. Danny Nash and his wife were a long time getting to sleep that night, but next morning, now what?
Look in my bed.
Ugh. Notice they've got separate beds, very 1950s. And at breakfast, great Scott! Another one! Once Danny had revived Helen, their decision was quickly made. We're getting out of here, right now.
Wait till I get off. Wait till I get my new clothes. I won't leave without them.
They're like rats. They're guarding all the doors and windows. We'll never get out.
Look at them, spoiling for a fight. Go back upstairs fast.
Danny and Helen try to come to some understanding with Tennis Shot. And so, I order you to call off your pets and let us go free.
You order me? A big fellow like me? I like you. You must stay here with me and my pets.
But at these words, Helen's overwrought nerves gave way completely.
I've had enough. You here? I won't stay here. You can't keep me here.
Hey, what goes on in the Sylvester house? The trouble seems to be upstairs, Sergeant, but what's to be done about this mob? Because solid gold dishes don't come their way every day.
Look at this, solid gold. Help, help.
It's a dame, Sarge.
Get me out of here. My husband's upstairs. We killed Howard Carson.
Search the house, men. A thorough search disclosed nothing out of order in the entire house, nor was there a trace of Danny or the demon. All in order on the floor, sir. All in order on this floor, sir. Take two. All in order on this floor, Sergeant. All okay down here.
But I tell you, officer, my husband is in that house.
Let's get down to headquarters, men. I think this little girl has a lot to tell us. What will happen next? After the police leave, Tennis Shot and Danny return to the library from the half-world.
What a place! What demons! Why, Danny, how can you talk about that, about my home?
At least Helen is safe in the hands of the police. There must be some way out for me. How about cutting the cards for Hangman? If I win, I go free. If I lose, I'm your slave forever.
Sounds like fun, Danny.
Yes, I knew we could come to some agreement. Ha! 9 of spades, not high enough, I'm afraid.
There, that makes me high man. At last, I'm free. Come, Mr. Nash, you're not playing fair with me. I think you're playing other cards. I think you're carrying other cards about you, perhaps in your clothes. Then why don't you search me?
But you know I could never carry that many cards about me. You produced those cards by magic. Of course, Mr. Nash. Oh, fucking Ed. What is going on with this? Seriously? What the fuck's going on here? Stop seeing this ad. Are they not letting me see the next page? Is this what's going on? Is this some kind of pay site? Or was that the end of the story? It can't be. Oh, here we go. All right. No, I'm sorry. I'm learning this stupid site. Come along, Danny. I want you to meet Mr. Sylvester, the owner of this house. And so Danny is led away, a captive of the demon he had called up. This is a sub-cellar that very few people know about, Danny. Utterly soundproof, too. Say hello to Danny, Mr. S. Make an shot and let me die. I beg you. What are those dark shadows moving on Mr. Sylvester's body? I can't see very well. Sorry, Danny. We must have more light. Those dark forms, they were your pets. Of course, the poor little ones were hungry and we disturbed them. And then Danny Nash screams and screams, forgetting perhaps that the cellar is soundproof, just as Tenashad said it was. The end. Yeah, that's a good story, but it's not as good as an EC story. It doesn't have that. Let's try another comic book from this site. Let's see. What shall we read? How about Captain Marvel #1? Let's see if anyone's watching. Michael Taylor says you should do a Porky Pig story. It would be hilarious. I don't know if there are Porky Pig stories on here. I'll check and see. This doesn't look like the pages are very big. Let's see what it looks like inside. I don't see a damn. What the fuck? Maybe I have to go to the next page. Oh yeah, this is a bad copy. Yeah, you can barely read it, man. That's no good. Okay, maybe we can get a better scan. Oh, Captain Midnight. That's the comic book my dad used to read when he was a kid. Captain Midnight. Captain Midnight, star of radio and movies, battles the Phantom Bomber. Go get the Marvel Gang, America's favorite comic heroes and America's favorite comic magazines. Watch for these great magazines now appearing at your favorite newsstand. Get them today. And now, see Captain Midnight thwart the dread mystery of the Phantom Bomber on page 4. The terror of the Tokyo Turkey on page 25. The Nazi theft of the giant glider on page 35. The Black Mikado's prison plot on page 55. And another Red Sky story, Death Has Many Faces, on page 46. And a hilarious tale of Little Sneezer in the case of the talking fish on page 49. December 9th, 1942. A year and 2 days after the attack on Pearl Harbor, from Fawcett Publications, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here's a letter from Fawcett himself. The editorial advisory board of Captain Midnight, Eleanor B. Roosevelt, past president, Girl Scouts Council of Greater New York. Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd, noted explorer, aviator, and author. Alan Roy Defoe, MD, the famous quintuplet doctor. Remember those Dion quintuplets? The Reverend John W. Tynan, S.J., from Fordham University faculty. To help us maintain high standards of wholesome entertainment in our comics publications, we have enlisted the aid of the distinguished individuals whose names are given above. Fawcett Publications Incorporated is happy to have the cooperation of these advisors whose names are known to every parent and child. I am sure that our readers will profit by the connection of Mrs. Roosevelt, Admiral Byrd, Dr. Defoe, and Father Tynan with this magazine. W.H. Fawcett Jr., President. And now, Captain Midnight. Captain Midnight and the Phantom Bomber. Oh, shit. At noon today, read the sinister warning, the Phantom Bomber will blast this factory off the earth. America's response was a ring of eager guns, a sky filled with the sky filled with fighting planes. But despite their vigilance, an invisible motor roared overhead and unseen bombs screamed down to rend and kill. But then came America's answer to the gnawing rats of tyranny, the shadow of black wings, the flash of a blackout bomb, and the grim figure of Captain Midnight fighting the phantom crew of a bomber that couldn't be seen. How about that? Next page. Can you guys even hear me? How's the microphone? Let's see what guys is the microphone okay? Are you hearing the voices coming from my noggin? Please tell me in the chat here. This is an experiment. And eventually maybe we can get other people to come in and do this with me. Could be. Be careful. Ralph Cramden is going to cut off your air supply. Yeah, that could be, man. About to collapse here. But obviously I can be heard. I guess I can be heard. How many people? Oh, we got 7 human beings watching. How about that? Okay, next incredible page. The Emmons Factory, builders of Tiger Shark fighter planes for the Navy. I can't stand it. I've got to warn our men. Tell them to get out. Control yourself, Mr. Emmons. It's some hideous joke. Let me see that note again. Warning. At noon today, the Phantom Bomber will blast this factory off the face of the earth. The Phantom Bomber. Phantom Bomber nonsense. Your plant is ringed by anti-aircraft guns and patrolled by your own planes. No bomber, Phantom, or otherwise could get near. Just the same, the men should be told, given a chance to leave if they want to. What, and lose precious hours of production? That's what the Axis wants. This is all a grim gag to undermine morale. I wish I could believe you, Admiral, but I have a feeling. A few minutes later, at the main assembly line at the Emmons plant, help, my head, I feel dizzy. Catch him, he's had a stroke or something. He might die suddenly. That's a little joke about the news. Okay. Go to the next page. It's Otto Grohl. I guess the heat got him. I'll be okay. Just dizzy. Just lie quietly, Mr. Grohl. You'll feel better soon. I'll fix an ice pack. I'll feel better than you will soon. Almost 12. Better hurry. This is easier than kicking cripples. That's a good line. I have to remember that. 5 minutes to go. So long, suckers. 5 minutes until noon. The grim word flashes around the hidden anti-aircraft defenses. 5 minutes, boys, on your toes. And overhead circle watchful fighter planes. 5 minutes, men, circle and watch the sky. Should I be doing German accents, possibly? Could be. Let's take a look. while higher still, a lone guardian circles in endless quest for the menace to America's war production. The challenging figure of Captain Midnight. 5 minutes. I hope that phantom was bluffing, but I'm afraid he wasn't. While inside an army truck parked near the plant, Captain Midnight's aides keep grim vigil. 3 minutes. Do you spot anything, Icky? Not yet, but phantom or not, Captain Albright's new electronic detector will locate any plane that comes anywhere near here. 12 o'clock and no signs of... Hey, hear that? But I can't see it. The roar of a dive bomber, the scream of bombs, death and destruction raining from an empty sky. Boom! Run for your lives! I can't see a sign of the plane or bombs. We'll all be killed. But for a moment, above the tumult of destruction rises peal upon peal of mad, triumphant laughter. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Die, die. Every one of you. Know the full fury of the bomber's might, you freedom-loving swine. It's happening, and there isn't even a plane. Shut up. It's happening, and there isn't even a shadow of a plane. I've got to stop this slaughter if I have to crash to do it. Hey, I dove right through the sound of that plane, and I didn't hit a thing. Then there is a phantom. That's a girl. Then there is a phantom bomber. Oh, those poor helpless workmen. Doggone the doggone the ding darn. At a time like this? Captain Midnight, did you discover... Quick, Icky. What did the electronic detectors show? Nothing, gosh darn it. And I can't figure it out. It shows those fucking Navy planes, okay, but not the Phantom. It sounds incredible. But that's it. It must be. What's that? Have you found out something? Yes, I found that either I'm crazy or there isn't any phantom plane and this plant was never bombed. Stop him, somebody. He must be out of his head. This is from 1942, Captain Midnight, issue 3. As suddenly as it began, the destruction has ceased. It's over, and I was right. No dive bomber could spot his shots that accurately. But how was... Oh, that laundry truck. The driver is going about his business too calmly. Everyone else is staring at the wreckage. And that's the strangest shaped bundle of laundry I ever saw. All I have is a hunch, so I might as well ride that hard. Admiral Sears, don't tell me you go to all this trouble just to get your uniform clean. Captain Midnight, am I glad to see you. I stumbled on 4 men hiding behind the machine shop during the bombing. They grabbed me, tied me, and shoved me in that fucking sack before I could do anything. They had some kind of queer radio set they were operating during that raid. Some kind of LGBTQ radio. Okay, we got an ad. We got to go past. Let's see. Okay, great. You hop off and report this to Naval Intelligence. I'll go along and see what I can learn. Very well, Captain, but take care of yourself. You're facing an almost unbeatable enemy. Unbeatable? I hope so. Because that kind is the most fun to beat. Into the jaws of death. Went off like a charm, Mox. The plant's a wreck, and I got a big Navy guy, an admiral, in the bag. Swell, the Phantom will be tickled. Far beneath the phony laundry in an electrical laboratory of fantastic proportions. Come on, Hap, get that truck off the elevator. You want some dope to barge in upstairs and see everything? I'm rolling, ain't I? Never mind the arguments. Get the Admiral down for questioning. Oh, I'm sorry, that should be a more evil voice.
Never mind the arguments. Get the Admiral down for questioning.
Yes, sir, Phantom Bomber.
I am the Phantom. Fuck you.
Careful, that guy ain't Feathers. Oof, you're telling us. Look out for trickery. The first sign of trouble, blast him to bits. Meanwhile, back at the army truck, can't see him anywhere.
This is awful. We gotta find him. Just look, and he thinks there was no bomber and no bombing. Poor Captain Midnight. Joyce, you and Icky take our truck back to the secret laboratory.
No, you don't, Chuck Ramsey. I'm going anywhere you go. Icky can take the truck back by himself.
I knew it. I always miss the fun.
Okay, but someday I'll show them. I'll solve something by myself. That's what I'll do. They'll see. Shucks, now I gotta protect you. Chuck, look out.
A milkman. Motherfucker.
Oh, shit. What the fuck just happened? Oh, man. Oh, weird. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, friend. I'll pay.
You dumb vocal. If I wasn't in a rush, I'd stop and beat bumps on your dumb skull. See? Next time.
Such language. And since when do milkmen carry guns? Something's fishy. Why was he calmly parked here during that bombing? Everyone else fled and... Uh-oh. Look! Snow White Dairy, grade A milk bottled for Monday. Monday's milk. And this is Friday. Now I know that milkman was a phony. Come on. We've got to look into this faster, Joyce. I never thought I'd be expected to outrun a truck. Hurry. Maybe there'll be a taxi.
Why didn't you say you wanted a ride? I'd have waited. Now get in there fast. One funny move and I'll blast you both.
Gah, what a pair of dopes we turned out to be. Why did they go chasing that truck? I'll just tag along and see what's cooking. Hey, good looking. What you got? That milk truck went right inside with the kids. There's something fishy around here, and I'm gonna find out what. Another secret elevator like the one at the laundry. Where are you taking us? You can't get away with this. Son, the graveyard is full of guys who thought the same thing. Now shut up until you're spoken to. Oh, Chuck, I'm scared. Shut up, Joyce. We've been in as bad jams before. Well, almost as bad anyhow. Hi, Snecker. What you got there?
Couple of kids who wanted to see this spot, so I brought them down. But don't worry, it'll be a one-way trip.
You fool! Those kids are
Captain Midnight's aides. Suppose someone followed them here. Relax, Chief. Nobody couldn't find this joint in 1,000 years. Okay, fools are so sure. Only fools are so sure of themselves. Hurry up and get Admiral Sears out. We'll question them and then get rid of their bodies.
Okay, boss. We'll get him. It's disgusting. People. Horrible criminals. But a surprise is about to be sprung on someone. Take it easy, the boss says.
I shoved this guy in the bag myself, and you can bet he ain't gonna make any trouble.
Unseen by thugs, the doom beam torch of Captain Midnight is pouring infrared heat rays against the wall behind.
Go ahead and cut that shit. Fuck. Look, the wall. It's on fire. Quick. Shit.
Burning the symbol of vengeance into the very foundations of their conspiracy.
What is it? Captain Midnight's trademark. He's here. Get him, you fools. Get him.
A blinding flash of utter blackness. Captain Midnight's famous blackout bomb.
Help! My eyes! I can't see anything. Well, what is it?
Why, it's... And out of the darkness steps the grim figure of terror.
Captain Midnight! Hooray!
Coming right at you, rats. Oof! Get him! Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Look at that L-shaped panel. Cool.
Ouch! I'll lay him out, you... oof!
Not today, you won't, pal.
Let me introduce you to my shoemaker.
Ooh, this is pretty cool. Sleep that one off. Nice punching, Chuck. This was easy. The Phantom ought to trade these lugs in for some that wear better. It was almost too easy, I'm afraid.
You're both right.
My men are weak fools, but you still have me to face.
That voice, it comes from right there, but there's no one we can see.
Right,
but maybe there's somebody to sock.
Oof. Easy, Chuck. Take my word for it, there's nobody there to hit. It's an effective trick, but I know how it's done.
Ha 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 ha! The mighty Captain Midnight telling me what good will your knowledge be when you're all dead? You fucking piece of shit. Motherfucker. Oh, shit. Where'd the fucking comic? What the fuck?
What did I just do, man? The evil motherfucker went right off the page. Oh, these fucking things, man. Where was I, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, man, this sucks. I was right. How do I got to flip through all these fucking pages. This is why real comic books are better than these online pieces of shit. God damn it. Okay, then that happened. Yeah, I'm experimenting doing voices for comic books here. I used to do this when I was a little kid with a tape recorder. I'm sure you're all thinking I'm just imitating everyone else that does this online, but I did this in the late 70s with my little audio tape recorder. I would make soundtracks to comic books. And I'd make my own old time radio shows too. Was this where I was? No, it's the Milkman. My wife's at the having her nails done or something. I'm waiting to pick her up, so I just thought I'd get online and experiment. I don't even know if anyone can hear me or if I'm even online. Oh, that's where I was, isn't it? How about that? Let me see if anyone's watching. We got 7 people watching. Let's see. Oh, it wasn't Captain Midnight. It was Captain Video. I'm cracking up. You should get Drew to read with you. Drew can't come in the room right now because I got stuff on the floor. But soon it will be dog friendly again in the comic book room. Let's see. What does this comment say? Yes, the fighting scenes are well drawn. Yes, they are, actually. This is a good comic, Captain Midnight. All right. So you're the rat behind this carnival of murder.
If I had a face like that, I'd want to remain invisible too. Enjoy your crude humor, because in a short time you'll be dying, while the Phantom Bomber keeps a 6 o'clock date with the Ryan Submarine Works. That's why I can't leave these fools to the fate they deserve. On your feet, imbeciles. Start the trucks at once. Yes, boss. Goodbye, meddling fools. In a few moments, the room will fill with gas, ending your sensational careers forever. And don't expect aid from above. The G-men have already raided my laundry without landing the secret of this spot. Pleasant dreams while they last. Boss, why didn't you unmask Captain Midnight to see who he really is? Fool! It's vital that we strike the submarine plant on the stroke of 6. Captain Midnight will keep till we return.
2 exits, 2 innocent-looking trucks, and murder on its way to strike again. Snow White Dairy and the Sockleen Laundry. Oh my gosh. But Captain Midnight and his aides have faced death too often to submit tamely. The gas! Oh. Hold breath. Gotta close that tube. A last degenerate effort. Just a last desperate effort with weakening muscles. Captain Midnight tosses plastic wire taken from his belt. Harder. Got to kink that vent. I gotta keep that vent shut. It's bending. With the deadly gas cut off, strength returns. That was a close one. Is Joyce all right? Coming around, but how will we get out of this cage? We've got to save the Ryan plant, and it's 5:30 now. One of Captain Albright's ideas should do it. No, who's this? Is this Captain Midnight? One of Captain Albright's ideas should do it. Tiny thermite bombs that will melt armor steel. Always carry these. Oh, that's what they used in the World Trade Center. Let's see, what is this? Stay back and cover your faces. Thermite is the hottest flame known to science. Cool. All right. Get started for free today with Andrew Tate. Let's see. Meanwhile, only a few hundred feet above their tomb. Doggone it. I gotta see where Chuck and Joyce went. But every door and window is guarded. Shucks. But I just gotta crash that joint. Hey, crash. That's it. I sure am a dope. Here was Betsy four-wheel just a-waiting for a chance to do her bit. Well, this is it, old girl. One side or a leg off, you dogs. Yippee! You can't come in here. Stop that truck. When Ichabod said crash the joint, he meant crash. Holy shit. That's a pretty good panel of art there. Those people are definitely dead. Get him. Don't let him reach that switch. Just for that, I'm gonna reach it. Whatever this is for, it must be important. For the lover, I'll say it was. Well, I'll be Captain Midnight. Quick, open that switch. Get us up fast. What happened? How'd you get down there? Save the questions. We've got 17 minutes to save the Ryan subplant from being blown up. Step on it. Captain Midnight recounts their narrow escape. We got out of the cage. All right. But you saved us precious time hunting for a way out of the underground room. It was close, I'll say. But how you gonna stop a plane you can't see? You trust me, Captain Midnight can do that. What are you talking about? There isn't any plane, nor any phantom bomber. But we heard it and saw what it did. Wrong. You heard a recording of a dive bomber's motor, and you saw bombs already planted in the factory being exploded by radio. What? I don't understand. This is just like the World Trade Center. I'll explain it later if we make it in time. Captain, listen, it's starting. Too late. Already the sound of the phantom bomber and its screaming bombs spell doom to the plant. I've got to find it. I've got to find it. Got to smash it. Captain Midnight, come back. You'll be killed. Must be around here somewhere. Still time to save the main plant. Beautiful smash, pal. Now shoot the main plant all at once. Okay, hold your ghost. Indeed. That saves the plant. It's Captain Midnight. It can't be. He's dead. Then take a message from the dead. What happened? The bombing has stopped, but the plane keeps on roaring. Come on, and we'll give you a poke at the Phantom, Chuck. He's in the back of that truck. I'll join you in a minute. Grim Knights of Vengeance swing into action. End of the line. Here's where you get off. Exit the Phantom dive bomber. Oh, it's a record player. Look at that. How about that? Oh, fuck. What the? Oh, here we go. Everything seems to be under control. Oh, no. No, that's not the way I read that. Everything seems to be under control. I don't think they were glad to see us, Captain. Nah, they just called us a bad name. They called us motherfuckers. Good work. And there's the Phantom Bomber at your feet, Icky. Wonder how you got the nickname Icky. We probably don't want to know. Your Phantom Bomber, sculptured sound. Each speaker beams half the airplane sound into the sky from a recording. Oh, cool. It's early stereo. I've read about that. You can't hear it except where the two sound beams meet and merge. Sound seems to come from thin air. You can learn a lot from these Captain Midnight comics. Right. The blast came from bombs already planted by saboteurs and set off by remote control. That explains their accuracy. Holy cow. And I was trying to sock the little man who wasn't there. Well, I finally did. Here comes Ryan himself with FBI men and police. We'll turn these rats in and head back for the laboratory. American industry is safe from this threat. Anyhow. And American industry will stay safe as long as you and you keep buying war bonds and stamps to beat these rats. One of us smells. Oh, look at the rats are protesting. It's an insult to rats. It's unfair. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Insult to rats, indeed. What is going on? Why am I going backwards? What? Okay. Oh, here's a house ad. Another Marvel is coming. First came Captain Marvel. Then came Captain Marvel Jr. Now another Marvel joins the famous two in their battle against the world of evil. And Captain Marvel Adventures, watch for number 18. A key issue on sale November 18th. Save it and you can get it slabbed in 70 years. Okay, Captain Midnight and Tokyo Turkey, but I'll come back and read that another day. Let's see if anybody's watching this incredible broadcast. There's 7 people watching. Michael Taylor is apparently watching. Yeah, I'm not a fan of reading online comics. I prefer the real thing. You can't compare the great art to that piece of crap art these days. That is correct, sir. I gotta blow my nose. Let me make sure the ringer's on my phone because my wife's gonna call me in a minute. Silent mode. Oh, it was on. Let me make sure no one's called me or texted me. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is Hunter Biden's favorite comic, Crack Comics #1. I'm going to go blow my nose, and we'll read Crack Comics. Looking for, that's a, okay.
Lucky for Jane Arden that the clock came along to save her.
Ooh, I like that artwork. In this issue, The Clock, Jane Arden, the Red Torpedo, alias the Spider, Molly the Model, the Space Legion, Slap Happy Pappy, and many others. Slap Happy Pappy? Oh, that sounds great. Oh, this woman applies her blush in a very strange way. It looks like it's splattered on her face. I'm going to go blow my nose just a moment. Somehow this creates a problem with my sinuses. I'm back. Crack comics. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yellow Claw swipe in this issue. Laugh out loud. I love those Golden Age Captain Marvel Jr. covers. Yep. All right, let's see what happens in this incredible issue. Let's see. The Tale of the Troubled Twins. Hal and Al were twins alike. Each received a brand new bike. One was red and one was blue. How they shouted, wouldn't you? They look like Hitler Youth, man. Though their bikes seemed just the same, even to the maker's name, Hal's Blue Beauty always won every climb or coast or run. Hal was very mystified till at last by chance he spied on Hal's bike a Morrow brake. He was of a different make. Now, said Al, the sleuth, I see why you always win from me. Morrow brakes are plenty slick. Let's go trade in this one quick. Al went to the cycle shop with his bike and made a swap, but now each race ends neck and neck. Neither wins. No, ain't that heck? Be sure your new bike has a Morrow coaster brake. Famous for 40 years, quick stopping, easy pedaling, long coasting. More ball bearings, 31, than any other brake. Your bicycle dealer can furnish a Morrow coaster brake on any bike. Ask for it from the Eclipse Machine Division, Bendix Aviation Corps, Department 277, Elmira, New York. What is this contraption? Oh, you can print. Oh, you can print things. Boys, print cards, cuts, tickets, labels from real printers ink. Oh, what mischief can you get up to with that? This is from May 1940. We weren't officially at war at that point. Someone has soiled this copy with some liquid. That's not good. Let's see what happens here. The clock strikes. Oh, that's a cool panel, man. By George E. Brenner. Varied are the headlines that temporarily displace those screaming of war, sabotage, hate, and persecution. And crime seems to have taken a well-earned holiday. But always on the alert is Brian O'Brien, wealthy young sportsman, who in the disguise of the clock crusades against all evil. He now leaves home for an evening's entertainment. Gaston's will be a good place for dinner. Pardon me, bud. Got a match? Sure. Thanks. Hey there, just a minute. Hello, Casey. Oh, hello, Mr. O'Brien. I just spotted this guy lifting your watch. I'm afraid you're wrong, Casey. Here's my watch. I'd swear I saw this bird take it. Now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, I'll leave for dinner. Good night. Ah, Mr. O'Brien, your favorite table. Eat is ready. That's fine, Gaston. I'm not really familiar with the clock as a hero. I'm sure you all have all these key issues. Pardon me, Mr. O'Brien. Oh, hello. You're the fellow who wanted the match. Listen, why did you do it? Do what? Cover me up with that cop. Because you don't look like a thief to me. Why did you come after me? The watch you took from me is more expensive than the one I lifted from you. Why? But my mother gave me that watch. Her picture's in it. Can I have it? Sure. Sit down, waiter. Double that order. Now tell me about yourself. Well, I'm not a crook, but when a guy can't find a job and he gets hungry, skip that part and tell me something of your past life. What did you say your name was? Pat Brady. My friends used to call me Pug. In college, I was heavyweight boxing champ. And in my last year, I was an All American fullback. After graduation, I went into business with my father. Shortly after that, he was awarded a contract that a rival of his needed badly. Then one day, Brady, that contract that you won from me ruins me. I'm killing you. Stop. Stop nothing. I'll kill you too. I'll kill. Bang, bang. Yes, he missed me, but I killed him. My dad was so heartbroken that he died during my trial. It was proven to be a case of self-defense, and I was acquitted. We find the defendant not guilty. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of panels on a page in this book. Continuing with his story, Pat Brady tells the clock of how poor business forced him to close his plant following his trial and release. And the shame of that killing seemed to close the doors of employment to me. For months, I looked for work, but I always heard the same answer. Nope, sorry, we'll keep you in mind. And you know the rest, Mr. O'Brien. Pug, I think I can help you. Here's my address. Meet me there in the morning. I'll get you a job. That's swell of you, Mr. O'Brien. Meanwhile, at the home of District Attorney John Dooley. How dare you enter my house like this? Clam up, Dooley. I'll get to the point. The big shot wants you to drop your racket investigation, and this $100,000 is yours. Don't do it, Dad. I won't. You get out of here. Okay, sure. The big shot said you might kick me out, and if you did, I was to take along your daughter, and he'd mind her till your investigation finished. And I hear he's got a way with gals. You know what I mean? Why, you? No, you won't. Bang, bang. At this moment, the clock drives past Dooley's home. Shots from the district attorney's home. My goodness, 1940. The clock. Shit! What the fuck? Wait, am I on the right fucking page? I don't even know where I'm at. Yeah, I'm all confused. Shots from the district attorney's home. As he hears the shots in the district attorney's home, his mask flies on and the clock stalks toward the house. While inside, give me that. Try to slug me, will you? Somebody's coming. I gotta hide. Dooley and his daughter. Okay, reach for the ceiling. The clock. Yes, your face is familiar too, but I don't recall the name. Dry up. One move out of you and I'll kill the dame. Turn around. Gonna tie you up and then get a look at that puss of yours. So, it's Brian O'Brien, the playboy, eh? I'll call the boys and give them a laugh. Listen, Tony, I got the clock. Pug. Pug, are you in on this game too? No. Shh. Sure, it's the clock, all right. Now hurry over. What are you doing here? I lost your address and I followed you to get it again. Shh. About that. As the unsuspecting crook returns, Pug is upon him, and his head strikes the corner of the table. There, you're free, Mr. O'Brien. I nearly judged you wrong, Pug. And if you want to go to work, you can start in right away, okay? I'm ready, boss. Good. We'll look at this fellow you hit. Pug, you've saved the state the cost of an execution. He's dead. You've killed again. What? Yes, but don't worry. He had it coming. I've got an idea. Imagine superheroes today saying that. I'm going to change clothes with the corpse. While I'm doing it, you revive Miss Dooley and find out every word this dead man said to them. And with the aid of makeup, which he always carries, the clock is now ready to carry out his plan. Not too bad. Hey, what the? Don't get excited, Pug. It's your boss. What did you learn? Wait a second. Yeah, okay. Pug relates every word of the girl's story. Then he hit her, and that's all she remembers. The rat. He deserved what he got. Now listen closely. See that Dooley gets medical attention, and then keep them both under cover. I want it to look like Dooley's running out on the investigation. Meet me at my place. Now beat it. That Tony is coming. Yes, indeed. Wait, I already saw this fucking page. What's the wrong? Excuse my language, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Tony is coming. I hit this, I swear, and it took me back. Oh, here we go. Ah! Shit, piss, fuck. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I'm not good with computers, as you guys probably know. What? That Tony is coming. What? Okay. Be very careful. Here we go. I got here as fast as I could, Butch. Well, that clock slugged me and got away. As the dead man's pal Tony rushes into the house. What about Dooley? Why, he took our offer and beat it. Then I told him that it wouldn't be too healthy for his kid if he didn't play ball. Swell. We better get back and report to the big shot, Joe Biden. And don't tell him about the clock. I didn't. Soon after, the disguised clock comes face to face with the big guy, the big shot, Joe Biden. Nice work, Butch. Now there's one. I'm trying to do a Joe Biden voice. I can't do that. I don't even know how that fucker talks. Nice work, Butch. Now there's one more official we must get rid of because he won't work with us. I've sent the boys to get Captain Kane. With him out of the way, we'll control the city in a month. Captain Kane? Yes, he refused our offer and threatened to break us wide open. So tonight, before we finish him, we'll make him wish he struck along with us. You can go now. The hooded leader turns toward a desk and lets out a shrill cry of rage. What the? Tony, come here. Look at this. The clock's card. Mr. Big Shot, the clock will strike at midnight. I don't know how this got here, but we'll be ready for him. I want every man on guard here. Shoot the kill. Meanwhile, the clock is back home and joins Pug. Pug, we've got a job to do, and we may not come back. Are you still with me? What are we waiting for? Let's go. Let's go, Brandon. Oh, here we go. The clock and Pug are on a roof across the street from the Big Shot's hideout. There's the place, Pug. How do you expect to get over there? I'm going over on that cable that leads to the building. His place will be too well guarded to break in the front way. And when you hear the fireworks, come running. Good luck. Hand over hand, the clock crosses on the cable. He crashes through a window, shooting. It's exactly midnight, Mr. Big Shot. The clock. Bang, 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 bang. And Pug dashes in with it and does service with his fist. Stop. We give up. Wait, what? Okay. The clock and Pug now force the remaining thugs to surrender. Captain Kane is released and the Big Shot unmasked. So, the Big Shot is none other than our Mayor Kozer. I'm sorry, that's the wrong voice. So, the Big Shot is none other than our Mayor Kozer. What? I can't believe it. I'm not so much surprised. Butch, one of his men, was a former policeman who was broken for stealing records. And you'll find Dooley's evidence points directly to the mayor as leader in the graft racket. That's why he tried to buy out Dooley or silence him. Good night, Captain. Later, with the gang in prison and District Attorney Dooley recovering, the clock faces his new partner. Say, with a shave and one of my suits, you can pass for my twin. That's going to help us a lot in our fight against crime. And remember, Pug, you are the only living person who knows that I'm the clock. So I pledge you to secrecy, even though it may someday mean death. Yes, even if it should mean death. Another exciting episode of The Clock in the June issue of Crack Comics. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's going on back at the StreamYard. Let's see. I'm loving the art. The 40s slang is great. No, they're just happy. Let's see. What can Oh shit. Hello? Oh yeah, I'll be right down. All right, love you. Bye. Bye. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I had to let my wife in the front door. I don't know. I guess she doesn't have a key. But she went to the beauty salon, which is literally across the street. So, but then she couldn't get back in the house. Let's see. What are we doing here? Who's anyone watching? 6 human beings watching. Let's see. I wonder if I can see what this looks like on YouTube. Let's see. So how are you guys doing? It's tomorrow is New Year's Eve. That'd be amazing. What episode is this anyway? 646. I can't. Oh, there it is. Live. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the sound is coming through. All right. Let's see. What shall we look at next? Dark Shadows 2. Oh fuck. America's Best. Maybe we should do Fighting Yank, missing a few pages. G.I. Joe 10. Oh, I always love these covers, man. Exciting battle action. The Red Devils of Korea. Look at that, man. That's pretty cool. Let's see what's going on with G.I. Joe in 1950. The new war weapons, the Ram Tank Buster. At the beginning of the Korean War, the Russian-made North Korean tanks seemed impregnable. They couldn't be stopped by the usually reliable bazooka of World War II.
A direct hit. Yeah, but it ain't even scratched. Come on, let's pull out of here before they spot us.
And this was the pattern for with North Korean armor rolling almost unhampered. Then on August 3rd, 1950, something new took place in the air over Korea. A Corsair fighter launched a rocket at a lumbering T-34 far below, and the impossible happened. The T-34 was licked by the incredible new weapon forged by American ingenuity, a miracle of planning. The new miracle weapon was the Ram, deadliest tank buster made. With the hitting power of its namesake, the Ram taught a lesson that the Reds will never forget. This is from Ziff Davis Publishing Company, 1950. Yes, indeed. Uh-oh. G.I. Joe.
Purr it again, Lana. Why are you so blasted nuts about me? Why am I your slave? Why am I your why am I your slave? Because you're so devilishly handsome, so strong, so clever.
Where there's a battle to be won, or an irksome GI detail such as KP to be performed, that's where you'll find the most daring fighter and the most consistent griper in the world, G.I. Joe.
Now, ain't that a pretty picture, Private Joe Birch? Asleep again, probably dreaming about his pet Hollywood passion, Lana Burner. Wake up, you homely slob. We gotta get moving, Joe. Fast.
Okay, Sergeant Mulvaney, okay, but you just ruined the world's greatest romance, even if it was only a dream.
Just a dream. Just a dream. Oh, fuck. You son of a bitch. Oh, man. Come on. Come on, man. Oh, shit. Come on, man. 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 Yeah, man. My aching feet. Where is this push button war they've all been talking about?
Quiet you guys, we're in enemy territory. Want to get us killed?
And that's just another one of them phony civilian rumors. With the sergeant mind telling us what in blazes we're looking for? Like I told you before, on a special mission, we're going to track down a mystery that's driving intelligence daffy. A lot of our boys have been taken by surprise by the enemy. Intelligence is convinced the Reds have dreamed up some new gimmick that is wreaking havoc with our GIs. That's our assignment. We're to find out what the gimmick is and report it back to the brass. For this, I was torn from the arms of Lana Burner. Joe, you handsome ape, Lana was telling me in this dream. I loves you. For you, I'd give up Hollywood, my swimming pool. For you and your precious Lana Burner. What makes you think a mug like you could ever come face to face with an A1 dish like her? Lana Burner. In person? This could be bad. Oh, what the fucking hell? Down, Joe! Huh? What? Yankees full for our trick! Mow them down! That's a cardboard cutout. What? Let me go, Sarge. Them blasted gooks is blazing away at my ideal babe. Keep down, or do I have to pop you one? Don't you understand? They're butchering her. Let go. Let me go, or use that excuse for a head, stupid. That Dane out there ain't no more Lana Burner than I am Shirley Temple. Don't you get it? That's it. That's the gimmick. What gimmick? That gimmick. Can't you see? It's just a life-size colored cardboard photograph. That's kind of terrifying. This is a good comic, man. This is good.
The Reds figured correctly that if our boys unexpectedly think that they see our favorite pinups in the flesh right here in Korea, they'd be caught off guard and easily mowed down, like them tricky snakes are trying to do to us right now. It's vitally important we get this information back to intelligence at once. Maybe I'll even be promoted to PFC. Golly, we'll be heroes. But let me ask one question. With them Reds blasting away at us, for all their worth in blocking our retreat, how are we merely going to get out of here alive? Sergeant Mulvaney's patrol is pinned down by a continuous barrage of enemy crossfire. I probably shouldn't say that word on YouTube. Hey, them folks are beginning to close in from all sides. Keep firing. Look at them scrambling back. We're safe until our ammo runs out. Uh-oh, bad news, fella. Look what's heading this way. Oh, wow. Fuck. You son of a... Can I just flip like that? Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that, man. Yikes, a rusty tank. We're goners. But it looks as though a miracle is on its way. Some of our boys are in trouble. Looks like an ambush. Pilot to gunner, let's give them a helping hand. Wow. This is fantastic. Yahoo! Nice going, fly boys. Up and at 'em. Let's go, men. Shouting the doe feet charge at the disorganized foe, blocking their retreat. Let 'em have it. Smash through. Stop amusing yourself, Joe, and let's get. Okay, don't rush me. Boy, he's having fun. Yeah, this comic book really makes war seem fun. That maybe that's not a good thing, but it sure is entertaining to read. But look, son of a bitch. This might as well be a sports comic. Does he have a flower tied to his helmet? Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Well, that's how you can tell he's G.I. Joe. That's weird. That's almost like some Vietnam thing. Some guy with a flower on his helmet. Oh shit! Oh man, what? Where am I? Go back, bitch. Oh, here's where we were. I'll do one more comic, then I got to go downstairs, man. I don't have time for this shit, man. We got away without losing a single man. Joe fought like a demon. And why not after the way those fellows tried to make a fool out of me? Later at a rest area behind the lines. And what's more, I hear even old Colonel Ironsides is tickled pink at my part in solving the mystery. Golly, they'll probably promote you so high they'll have to invent a new enlisted men's rating. Hey, Joe, Sergeant Mulvaney wants you right away. You can tell that fucker I'll be right over. Shall I laugh right out loud when Sergeant Mulvaney is forced to tell me of my promotion, or should I just pretend I'm bored? He still has a flower tied even on that. Private Joe Birch, I have called you here because of a high and important occasion. Yes, go on, Sergeant. High and important occasion, phooey. The end. That next story looked pretty good. What was that? Let me see there. Oh, this is a whole different art style. Die, you cursed Yankee dog. Not me, Colonel Wangu. My promotion to private first class is about due, and nothing will stop me from getting it. The commies held all the aces, or so it appeared they did, until tough, daring G.I. Joe pulled some winning cards out of his sleeve to outwish to outwit the vicious, barbarous Red Devils of Korea. In the center of a small sacked South Korean village, Colonel Won-gu, a Red commander, contemptuously views the captive villagers. Swine! Only hours ago you helped the Americans defend your village. You drove them out. I should command my men to slaughter all of you. But we Reds of the North are merciful. Instead, we will permit you to redeem yourselves by leading our attack on the retreating Americans. Of course, you will be unarmed, and the tender-hearted Americans will undoubtedly hold their fire, which should give our noble soldiers the advantage. Okay. No, you cannot go through with this horrible act of barbarism. And who are you, old man? I am Chindu, mayor of the village, and that is my son, Yan. Aye! You are now the ex-mayor. Murderer! Quiet, or you'll be killed too. Anyone else dare complain, man, woman, or child? No, that is fine. Go now and bury your dead. Why, that no good blankety blank louse. Let me go. Oh, silence. Use your head or you'll be discovered. The native is none other than G.I. Joe. The dirty killer. Colonel Won-gu won't get away with his crime. Okay, I'll shut up. We will have our revenge, but the time is not ripe yet. How did Private Joe Birch ever land in this mess? Let's turn back the clock. Move faster, you guys. We're outnumbered. Where in blazes are you? I'm coming, Sergeant Mulvaney. 1950, indeed. Okay, next page. This is pretty fun. And what tarnation are you doing with that rooster? Well, you see, Sergeant Mulvaney, I just happened to accidentally come across the critter. He looked lonely. It occurred to me that the little chap might be happier if he knew I would fry him for chow. Here, we're all about to be slaughtered, and all you can think about is your stomach. Give me that rooster and go back after Colonel Ironside's valise marked X in his temporary headquarters. The colonel says he absolutely must have the super secret contents of that valise, so start running. Yes, Sergeant. Yes, sirree. Why should you sacrifice yourself to a lowly buck private when you could sacrifice yourself to me, a sergeant? Squawk! There you are. Come on down. Oops. What a clod. Let's see what happens next to the incredible G.I. Joe, ladies and gentlemen. Later, G.I. Joe revives. What hit me? I remember I was reaching for that valise full of the colonel's important secrets when it fell on me. The colonel's secret is his spare toupees. It's quiet outside, strangely quiet. I better go see what's doing out there. Uh-oh. He's dead. Funny I don't hear any more shooting outside. I better take another look. Reds, this town is swarming with them. Yow, I'm the only living GI in town. And unless I think of something fast, I won't be alive either. G.I. Joe number 10, 1950. G.I. Joe switches garments with the slain villager, then darkens his skin with soil. Now to slip into the woods and hightail it back to my buddies. Halt, or I'll shoot. Join the other villagers or die. He's got the drop on me. What else can I do? Which brings us back to the present and explains how G.I. Joe happens to be with hostage Koreans, disguised as one of them. I got an idea. I'll pass the word along. Shit, fuck, piss. I turned to the wrong way. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, god damn it. You son of a bitch. How do you do this? That's not right either. Anyway, how are you guys doing? You guys have a Merry Christmas? What was your wonderful? What are your New Year's resolutions? Probably to buy lots more key issues and have them slabbed, right? Is this where I'm at? Yeah, this is where I'm at. I'll pass the word along. I happen to know where we buried some grenades, Jan, and other ammo. just in case we had to pull out too fast to take him along. We'll dig them up and conceal them on us while burying your dead. Then, when you give me the signal, we'll attack. Under the unsuspecting eyes of the guards, the toiling villagers arm themselves with hand grenades and other small arms. Colonel Juan Gu, come to gloat over the villagers' plight, collides with the toiling G.I. Joe.
Clumsy idiot! I should shoot you dead!
Ow! From here on, Colonel Juan Gu, this feud is going to be personal. Later, as the villagers march toward the American lines, prodded on by the ruthless foe, rather. Now, not now, soon. When I give the signal, charge the American lines. Any who falter or halt, whether it be man, woman, or child, will be shot down at once by my men. Now go. You heard him. Now. Yeah, treachery. Attaboy, give it to them bums. Bums. Oh my gosh. Destruction. And in the American lines, something crazy is happening to the enemy. It looks like they're fighting among themselves. This may be our opportunity to turn the tide in our favor. Though outnumbered, attack! As our GIs charge into the fray in bloody hand-to-hand combat, the battlefield becomes the scene of a titanic struggle for life and death. It's great. Oh, look at this panel. This is great. Wow. Perfect for a widescreen television. Given even the slightest chance for victory, our outnumbered fighters cannot be stopped. Look at that. Look at that over on the right side. This guy just shooting him right in the stomach. Flamethrowers. That's hilarious, man. Beating him with shovels.
We're losing. I'll flee. Save my skin so I can fight another day for my red masters.
Well, if it isn't my little chum who gave me that kick in the slats. It's so nice meeting you.
Out of my way.
Drop that gun and let's talk this over, fist to fist.
You're no South Korean native. You're a GI in disguise.
My buddies call me Joe. Me, G.I. Joe.
You'll soon be just another dead American. No more tricks. This time you die.
Not me, Colonel Juan Gu. My promotion to private first class is about due, and nothing will stop me from getting it. He trips him.
Get up, murderer of my father. No.
Yeah, man. Okay.
I surrender. Don't kill me. Why not? Because there are rules to war. War can be humane, decent. If an enemy surrenders peaceably, he is given the privileges of a prisoner of war.
Is that why you shot down my father in cold blood, a good man who never harmed a living soul?
Is that why you beast bayonet wounded American soldiers? Answer me! Answer! Father! Father! You are avenged, my father!
Later, after the battle is won, as Private Joe Birch patrols on endless sentry duty. But why do this to me? Why? Because you didn't get the colonel's toupees. Sorry, hero. Regulations is regulations. Ha ha! The incredible end of that comic. But that's a great. Oh man, Hangman comics. I need to. Is anyone even watching? Probably not. 8 people. Oh, okay. There's some comments. Yeah, man. I had the original first generation G.I. Joes growing up. Freaking great art. Who did the art in those G.I. Joe comics? I don't know, but we need to find out because it's hilariously fun. I think some people would find it problematic today. Special comment Special cases of the Hangman with Roy and Dusty, the boy buddies. Spectacular hit of Pep Comics. Oh man, this is from 1942. Oh, this must be a special origin. Introducing the Hangman. Hello, gang. Thanks for all those letters asking me to answer in a book of my. I'm sorry, fuck you. Hello, gang. Thanks for all those letters asking me to appear in a book of my own. Here it is, and I brought those sensational youngsters along. Roy and Dusty, the boy buddies. Anyway, here are a couple of flashbacks to show how I became the Hangman. You all remember my brother, John Dickering, the Comet. Well, it all started when he turned Big Boy Malone, Rocketeer, over to the police. A few days later, as I left John's apartment, Malone's thugs, mistaking me for my brother, stopped me. Is your nickname Dickering? Or is your name is your name Dickering? Yes, but never mind. Get going. Before they could force me into a car, the Comet flashed onto the scene, drawing the fire of my two captors. The police arrived. The police arrived, and the excitement. I managed to get my brother back to his apartment, but it was too late. This is it, Bob. Okay. It was bound to happen. You, Thel, get married. Leave fighting crime to police. Too big a job for one man. But I resolved that John's death would be avenged. Using his lab, I plunged into the task of creating a challenge. Of creating a change of identity to be used in my war on crime. At last I was ready. I took for my title the name that all lawbreakers fear, the Hangman. This is from Special Comics, #1. And that's wonderful. Can you believe it? Come on, you motherfucker. The Hangman. A small town college. A pretty young instructress lectures to a class full of adoring students. The peace and quiet of the classroom pervades the atmosphere. Yet over the entire room falls the shadow of the Hangman. Why? Kind of looks like Archie Andrews a little bit. There's Betty. There's Veronica. Yeah. All right. Class over. Mary Carroll, the teacher, leaves her students. If I hurry, I'll be in time for the game. Oh, what's going to happen? Blithely, she greets the lumbering janitor. Hello, Miss Carroll. Hello, George. Gosh, she called me George. Gee, why, how I wish I could tell her how I feel about her. In the meantime, at Bob Dickering's apartment. Hello, Thelma. Waiting long? I'll say I am. I thought we were going to that football game. We are going as soon as I change my duds. Well, I've got that case cleared up, and now the afternoon is ours. I haven't seen a football game in years. Thel, I understand that girl is one of the college teachers. Kind of good looking, isn't she? The game begins. And the cheering throngs are so absorbed in the spectacle on the field, no one notices the college president quietly enter the stadium. Well, I must attract her attention. Ah, she sees me now. I wonder what he wants. Mary Carroll follows the college president out of the stands. Your girlfriend just followed Prexy out of the grandstands. Now you can watch the game. At Mary Carroll's dormitory. I'm in trouble, Mary. You must help me. They've found out I took the college money. The police will be after me. I suppose you'd like me to give it back to you. Well, I spin it. Besides, I'm not interested in your troubles. You can't treat me this way after all I've done for you. I'll kill you. Help! The hulking janitor hears Mary's cry and rushes into the room. Don't you touch her. motherfucker. You fucking this piece of shit, city slicker. I'll murder any man who lays a hand on her, you cocksucker. Come on, Miss Carroll, I'll get you out of here. No, that's him. Come on, Miss Carroll, I'll get you out of here. Somebody sees the prostrate president on the floor through the doorway, and at the stadium, attention, please. President Fallon has been hurt. Will a doctor please come forward? Curiosity prompts Bob and Thelma to follow the doctor. He's dead. Seems to have died suddenly. Most likely a heart attack. Boy, we've heard of that a lot lately, haven't we? But after the others have gone, Bob returns as the hangman. I thought I saw a bruise on his chin, and here it is. Ooh, that's a cool design. I like that. Somebody dropped these keys. They look like pass keys. The hangman appears at police headquarters. I think President Fallon was killed by a heavy blow. And if you find the owner of these keys, you'll have your man. Or something. As he goes about his work, the janitor hears heavy footsteps. The police. Terror clutches his heart, and instinctively he runs to Mary Carroll. Oh, Miss Carroll, I'm in trouble. Very bad trouble, Miss Carroll. Right, buddy, you're in plenty of trouble. Lady, the only guy that could help him is... I'm sorry, don't worry, George, I'll help you. Lady, the only guy that could help him is the DA. Golly, I don't see how Miss Carroll can help me. Mary goes to see the district attorney, John Sheldon. Miss Carroll is here to see you, sir. Oh, yes, Miss Carroll, I got your message. Come in. I know you have your duty, Mr. Sheldon, but George didn't commit any crime. Not really. He's only trying to save me from harm. Lord, but she's beautiful. Don't you see? The president threatened to kill me if I refused to marry him. If it hadn't been for George, he might have killed me. That puts a different light on things. Swayed by Mary Carroll's beauty and clever duplicity, the DA presses his case very weakly, but George is acquitted. And in the ensuing days, Mary, you know how I love you. Why won't you marry me? First, you'll have to prove you really love me. Boy, they got some bad. The colors are a little bit off there, aren't they? That's all right. Let's see what happens next. Uh-oh. Under Mary's influence, the DA trades with the underworld. Case dismissed. Lack of evidence. Well, Lefty, I told you I'd get you out of that murder rap. It's worth the 50 grand I'm paying, DA. For you, my dear, and there will be much more. Tomorrow I have a big deal. Next day. Here's your dough, DA. We understand each other, don't we? Okay, Mike, your boys will be sprung. As they talk, one of the district attorney's assistants enters. That dirty rat, making a deal like that? I didn't think you were that kind of a rat, but thank God I can expose you. Pow! Horror-stricken with the realization he is a murderer, the DA flees wildly. Oh, fuck. To coin a phrase. Where was I, motherfucker? Okay, there we go. Next day, Bob Dickering reads, Great ghost. Sheldon, the DA, wanted for murdering his assistant. Manhunt on. He was seen everywhere with Mary Carroll. That she-devil has something to do with this. I'm going to call on her right now. At Mary's apartment. Mary, they're hunting me. I can't escape them. I had to come to you. Help me, Mary. Help me. You fool. Get out of here. We'll have the whole police force here. But Mary, you can't desert me now. I did it because I love you. George? I see him coming, Miss Mary. I see him come in, Miss Mary. He tried to hurt you? Yes, throw him out. You try to hurt Miss Mary? I think I'll kill you. No, no. Suddenly the shadow of the gallows falls across the janitor's face. Okay, a fucking ad for something shitty. Okay. And leaping into the room, the hangman, always ready to kill, aren't you? But not while I'm around. Sheldon, fleeing from the hangman, runs right into the arms of the law. You're coming with us, Mr. DA. Desperate, the DA tries to shoot his way past them. Got him right between the eyes. Who'd ever have thought the DA would come to such an end? It looks as if the DA outsmarted himself. Well, it saved the executioner the job of killing him. In the meantime, George has regained his senses and makes again for the hangman. Too bad your shoes squeak, George. Fight amongst yourselves, you fools. I'm leaving. You're the real criminal, Mary Carroll. I can't do anything to you now, but someday you'll make a mistake. But Mary Carroll, heedless of the hangman's warning, continues to enslave men's hearts, leaving behind her a trail of blood and tears. One day, I wonder who's calling me now. Hello, Miss Carroll. Remember me, Jack Skeeter? I was one of your students. I just hit town. Thought you might go out with me. No, I'm afraid I can't. Perhaps some other time. Skeeter. Didn't he say... I'm sorry, Skeeter. Didn't he say Skeeter? Why, that's the Steel Baron's son. Maybe I was too hasty. Hello, Jack. I just found out I'd be free tonight after all. Gosh, that's wonderful, Miss Carroll. I'll be right over. I'll be ready, Jack. I don't like for you to go out with this fellow. I love you and you only go out with the men. It ain't right. Don't be silly, George. You're just my big brother. Hi, George. Haven't seen you in a long time. Working here now? Gosh, you look like a million. Wish some of the fellas could see me now. Bob Dickering reads a newspaper gossip column. I wonder what she's up to now. The son of J.P. Skeeter has been seen lately with Mary Carroll, glamorous girl school teacher. Before the evening is over, Mary has consented to become Jack Skeeter's wife, and Skeeter joyfully drives to his home to meet his father, where an interested spectator watches. The hangman. Dad'll love you, darling. I know he will. But the boy's father reacts violently. You can't marry this woman. She's much too old for you, even though she is beautiful. All right, then. Have it your way, but I'll marry her just the same. As Mary and her rash fiancé speed away, the hangman follows. Going to the justice of the peace. With George as a witness, the justice of the peace begins the simple ceremony. She's marrying him. I love her and she's marrying him. It ain't right. You can't marry her. You can't. Do you hear? I love her. You won't take her away from me. I think we're building up to a climax here, hopefully. I won't let that big fool stop me from my biggest prize. Ooh, my goodness. Mary, why do you do this? Die, you fool, die. Suddenly, the hangman. Yes, Mary Carroll, your hangman this time. You made your slip, as I knew you would, and at last you yourself shall pay for this crime. Even with her knife in his back, George's first thought is for Mary. You shan't hurt her. I'll kill you and you'll never harm her. The hangman begins to crumble under the terrific pressure of the giant's fingers. Oh my goodness. But soon the knife wound takes its toll and George's frame crumples. Mary Carroll tries to flee, but ugh, he's blocking the door. The oaf, even when he's dead, he's a hindrance. I can't move him. He's too heavy. And then you slipped up at last, Mary Carroll. I didn't mean to kill him, hangman. Please don't let the police take me, please. You'll never wreck another life, Mary Carroll. That boy's was your last attempt. The preacher told us there's a murder going on here. Yes, here's your murderer. This is one time that your devilish wiles won't save you. Take her away. No. 1 week later. Bob, I read that Mary Carroll was convicted. Yes, she deserves it. The hangman warned her. All right, and then we're gonna okay. That's the end of that exciting adventure. Well, let's see what people are saying in the comment section. John Goris says, damn it, just got in. I was just thinking he looks a little like Archie. DA has a mohawk. Yeah, you know, he might be a Native American or something. Well, I'm going to head on off into the sunset. So happy trails to everybody, and I'll probably see you before the New Year's. Take care, everybody.